what's up y'all? It's your boy Charlie coming at y'all with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make my delicious homemade yellow butter cake with chocolate fudge frosting from scratch. Now this cake is perfect for any type of special occasion, whether if it's for a birthday, get together, or even holidays. It's basically a celebration cake. It calls for about 15 individual servings or more, depending on how you slice it. Now, I remember back in the day when I was a teenager, I used to always make this type of cake. I used to love the yellow butter cake with the chocolate frosting. Now, back then, I used to use the Duncan Hines. Today, I'm making it from scratch. And lastly, it is absolutely delicious. You're really gonna like it. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, here's all what you'll need to make your yellow butter cake with chocolate frosting. Let's get started. You will need some all-purpose flour, sugar, salt, baking powder, unsalted butter at room temperature. Now you will need 7 sticks of this all together. 6 large eggs at room temperature, whole milk at room temperature, sour cream at room temperature, canola oil. Now if you don't have this, you can use vegetable oil. Unsweetened cocoa powder, 4 ounces of unsweetened baking chocolate, vanilla extract, butter extract, and some confectioner sugar. To bake your yellow butter cake, you will need some Baker's Joy non-stick baking spray and 2 9-inch round cake pans. And there we have it. Alright, let's get straight to it. In a large bowl with a cake sifter, add 2 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Sift all ingredients into a medium-sized bowl. Now we're going to give this a quick stir. Okay. In a separate medium-sized bowl, add 1/2 cup of whole milk at room temperature, 1/2 cup of sour cream at room temperature, 1 tablespoon of butter extract, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Using a whisk, stir all ingredients together until combined, and the mixture will be slightly thick, exactly what we want. Now we're going to separate 2 egg yolks from 2 egg whites. We're going to take our egg whites and we're going to place those in one bowl, and we're going to take our egg yolks and we're going to place those into a separate bowl. In our stand mixer with the paddle attachment, add 3 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature, 3 tablespoons of canola oil, or any type of oil of your choosing, and 2 1/4 cups of sugar. Start your mixer on a medium-low speed just to get that butter, canola oil, and sugar incorporated. Now you're going to turn your mixer up to the highest setting, and you're going to mix this on high speed for 4 minutes. Now at some point during those 4 minutes, you're going to stop your mixer and you're going to scrape down the sides of your bowl. I'm going to be doing this a lot, okay? And you're going to continue mixing that in. Alright, now we're going to scrape down the sides of our bowl. Now we're going to add 4 large eggs in at room temperature, 1 at a time. We're going to start our mixer on a medium speed, and we're going to add 4 large eggs in, 1 at a time. Now, once the first egg is mixed in, you add the second one until it's incorporated, then add the third one, and so forth. Now, I want to give you a quick warning. Do not overmix this. Just mix it until it's incorporated, okay? Now, we're going to turn our mixer on medium-low speed, and remember those 2 egg yolks? Make sure they're at room temperature. We're going to add those in 1 at a time. And this is going to give our cake that nice yellow color that we're looking for, okay? Alright, now we're going to scrape down our sides of our bowl again. It's looking pretty good. Alright, add 1 cup of your all-purpose flour mixture and 1/2 cup of your milk and sour cream mixture. Mix on a medium-low speed until combined. Now you want to be careful not to overmix this, okay? scrape down the sides of your bowl. Add 1 cup of your all-purpose flour mixture and 1/4 cup of your milk and sour cream mixture. Mix this on a medium-low speed until combined. Now you just want to mix it until it's incorporated, okay? Scrape down the sides of your bowl. Add 1/2 cup of your all-purpose flour mixture and 1/4 cup of your milk and sour cream mixture. Mix this on a medium-low speed until combined. And once it's incorporated, you can turn your mix off at this point, okay? Scrape down the sides of your bowl, and our yellow cake batter is now ready. Now I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. Here I have some yellow gel paste food coloring. If you have any trouble, just add 1/8 teaspoon of that in there and you'll be all set, okay? Don't tell nobody. Now we're gonna spray our baking pans with non-stick baking spray, and you're gonna preheat your oven to 325 degrees. Now we're going to add our prepared yellow cake batter into our baking pans, and you want to add it in there as evenly as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure you eyeball it, alright? Now we're going to take a back of a spoon and we're going to spread our yellow cake batter around our baking pans as evenly as possible. Should have used a spatula, but hey. Alright, now to make the batter more even, you're going to shake your pan slightly, alright? Now I'm going to let y'all in on another little secret. When it comes to my layer cakes, I like to weigh each cake layer. This will ensure that I have the right amount of cake batter into each baking pan. Now I'm going to go ahead and bake these. We're going to place these into a preheated 325 degree oven, and we're going to bake these for 40 minutes. Oh, look at that. That rose pretty nicely. I like that. Now we're going to remove our yellow cake out of the oven after baking on 325 degrees for 40 minutes. Ooh, that turned out nice golden brown. Now, toothpick inserted into each cake layer should come out clean. Now you're going to let this cool completely. It should take anywhere between 3 to 4 hours. Okay, here I have my cake layer. It baked pretty evenly, so I don't have to cut the top off. But if your cake does have a dome on top, you could just take a bread knife and just cut it on top. Okay? Here I have 4 ounces of unsweetened baking chocolate. We're going to break the baking chocolate into small bite-sized pieces. We've added our baking chocolate into a small glass bowl. You're going to place this in your microwave on high for 1 minute. Okay? Now we're going to take a spoon and we're just going to stir the chocolate until it has completely melted. And there you go. Now you're going to let this cool completely before you add it into your frosting, okay? So let's get started with that. In our stand mixer with the paddle attachment, add 2 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature and 2 1/2 cups of confectioner's sugar. Mix this on a medium-low speed until combined. Looking nice and creamy. Now we're going to scrape down the sides of our bowl. Add 2 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature, 2 cups of confectioner's sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 2 teaspoons of butter extract. We're going to start our mixer on a medium-low speed just to get that butter and confectioner's sugar incorporated. Now we're going to turn our mixer up to the highest setting. We're going to mix this for about 1 minute. Okay? You want to make sure that that's nice and creamy. Scrape down the sides of your bowl. Add 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. And remember that baking chocolate that we melted? Yeah, we're going to add all 4 ounces right in there. Now you want to make sure that it is at room temperature now. We don't want our frosting to be runny or anything or melted. Okay, so now we're going to mix this on a medium speed until combined. Now you want to make sure at some point you're going to stop your mixer and you're going to scrape down the sides of your bowl, okay? That's going to ensure that everything is mixed in. Now at this point you're going to add 3 tablespoons of warm whole milk. And you're going to mix that on a medium speed until combined. That looks pretty good. Nice and silky. Oh yeah. You're going to scrape down the sides of your bowl, and our chocolate buttercream frosting is now ready. Look at how good that looks. Now, here I have a cake pad. We're going to take a small amount of that chocolate buttercream frosting. We're just going to spread that onto the bottom, and we're going to add our bottom layer on top, and that's to ensure that the cake does not move, okay? Here I have a piping bag filled with 1 1/2 cups of our chocolate frosting, and we're just going to pipe that along the top of the cake layer, and we're just going to keep going until we reach the center, just like that. Now we're going to take our spatula and we're just going to smoothen that out as evenly as possible. Now we're going to take our second layer and we're going to place that on top. I'm going to press it down some just to seal it. Now we're going to take a small amount of our chocolate buttercream frosting and we're just going to spread that along the top and on the sides of the cake. Now this is known as the crumb coat. This is to ensure that the cake crumbs do not appear on the final coating of cake. We don't want that now. Now we're going to place this into our refrigerator for 30 minutes. It's been about 30 minutes now. We're going to add all of our chocolate buttercream frosting on top of our cake. Just add it all on top all at once. Now you're going to take your spatula and you're going to spread that frosting on top of the cake as evenly as possible. Now as the frosting reaches the sides, it will free fall onto the sides. Once it free falls to the sides, you're going to spread that onto the sides of your cake. Alright, now we're going to take our spatula and we're going to heat it up on our stove until it is warm. And we're going to smoothen out the sides and the top of our cake. Do it the best way you can. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the tip of the spatula and I'm just going to create a little swirl design right on top. And there you go. Cake's ready to be served. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut you a slice. Wouldn't be right to show you how it looks. Man, look at how good that looks. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Homemade yellow butter cake with chocolate fudge frosting. Made from scratch by a New Orleans native. If you like my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified of my videos. You can also check out this recipe, along with all of my other recipes, at www.charliethecookandrews.com. You can also find me on Facebook and on Instagram under the name Charlie the Cook Andrews. Stay tuned as Charlie's Taste Test is coming up next. You don't want to miss that. Now it's time to go ahead and take a bite. Got my fork with me today. Oh man, look at this. I love yellow butter cake with chocolate frosting. Man, this cake it's really good. Has a nice butter flavor, moist, soft, and that fudge frosting. I mean, man, if you love chocolate, I mean, this is really rich. It's really not too sweet though, just right. Oh man, you talk about good. Woo-wee. I'm telling y'all, try the recipe. Really gonna like it. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. And until next time, have a blessed one. Peace.